who are the best newcomers? And when I was thinking about this topic, man, I wanted to really focus on, one guy on offense, one guy on defense, but just newcomer, whether they're from the draft, whether it was free agency, undrafted free agent, whoever, just new person to the team. So for me, when I was thinking about the offensive side, the name, I was stuck with two names. And
Aren't we all?
I think everybody knows two names. It was Kenny Pickett and George Pickens.
Yeah.
I was going back and forth. I'm like, bro, I'm excited to talk about both of these dudes. I think both of these dudes are going to help this team in a major way, whether we're talking the short term or the long term. And I'm just like, man, who do I roll with? And it came down to George Pickens for me because I've said that I've thought since he's gotten here, the consistent, dominance at times has been there throughout OTAs, mini camp, training camp, and in that first preseason game and so forth. It's just been that consistent since day one. He's looked here, he's lived up to it, and he's even risen the expectations for him. Whereas when I thought of Kenny, I'm like, I love where Kenny is at now, but it didn't start there. It was definitely a climb. And part of that is a compliment to him as well, to see him go from here to where he's at, where it's like, okay, we can naturally see the work you put in everything there and the buzz around him. But for me, I was like, yo, I'm the George Pickens dude right now. So I was like, I had to stay true to that. But dude, yeah, both of them dudes to me, man, it was like,
I'm with you.
But I went Pickens.
Such a tough call. Those are obviously the first two names that come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I will go with Pickett, and the reasoning I will use is in-game.
Mm-hmm.
Pickens obviously lit it up in the first game, 3 receptions, 43 yards, and then we sat him for the second half. The amazing catch from Mason's dot. But then last week, I think he only had, one catch for 6 yards or something like that.
Yep.
Whereas Pickett, in-game, we get a 2-touchdown debut at Heinz Field, or Acrisure Stadium, I'm sorry. Final drive, game winner to Tyler Vaughns. And then this next week, I'm actually more impressed what he did in that 1-minute drill and all the penalties that were happening in both series. And just for him to come back,
talk about it.
Keep fighting. Now, I think with Pickens, though, to your point, he had the more surprising rise, or just how he's performed this offseason, I think is a little bit more surprising. With Pickett, dude, he was called the most pro-ready quarterback. He had 40 touchdowns last year, led Pitt to an ACC championship. Whereas with Pickens, coming off the ACL injury, we knew he's super talented. Everyone was saying, if he just didn't have that ACL injury, I mean, man, he could have been in the top 5.
Absolutely.
But based off the production in college, there was just still some uncertainty there if he could put it all together.
Yeah. And
for him to come into training camp, guns blazing like he did, and we're already talking about him as the number 1 receiver. He's mossing dudes left and right.
Insane, bro.
That absolutely counts for something.
Yeah.
So I get you on that. I mean, you could go either way with it.
Yeah.
I'll just go Pickett because of the back-to-back
I love it,
in-game play where, I mean, I think he had 2 really good games, whereas Pickens last week, it just wasn't the same statistically.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, absolutely. I think I've heard of that shirt. It's a true classic tee. Is that what it is?
That's what I'm about. The classics.
That's what it's about. Because, I have one as well. And the thing that I like about this shirt, though, Deke, it's kind of fitted up top, right? Makes us feel athletic. But then it gives us a little bit more wiggle room on the bottom,
Yeah, I mean, you're how many years removed from the NFL right now?
I'm with you. Now, I got a lot of my teammates that have retired, and they say, yo, this true classic shirt, this is what I need. It keeps me feeling athletic up top, but I got a little more breathing room in that mid section.
Because you're eating an extra meal or two these days,
That's
right?
what they saying, man. That's what they saying.
Having some wine on occasion.
But
living the life. So, you need a shirt that could kind of conform to your new lifestyle.
And
make you look good still, too.
Well, I was going to say, shout out to the colors, too, because with these colors, bro, they kind of go with everything, man. And also with true classic tees, man, you got short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, zip hoodies, pants, joggers, chinos, everything that you're looking for in terms of comfortability. So when you're watching these games on Sunday, you can feel good, look good. If you needed to jump, if you needed to go somewhere afterwards, man, you still fresh to death, you can get it going. And then also for the ladies, I know my wife, she doesn't like to wear necessarily women's cut shirts or hoodies. So when you're talking about this type of material with true classic tees, man, this is where you want to go. But more importantly, Deke, if we're going to talk about them, we got to have a promo code. And it's simple. promo code is MOATS. You use that, you'll get 25% off of your purchase. And for those that spend over $100 on their website with this promo code MOATS, you will get free shipping as well. So stop wasting time, man. Check them out. The link's right there. And yeah, man, look good. Feel good, baby.
Stay
It's that
classic.
simple.